So last time I was here, I had just finished killing a god, or a primal, and that was very insane and very stressful and way crazier than I thought we were going to get to so quickly, but I guess I have been playing for a while, so it makes sense. But now we have to move on. So the next thing we're going to do is, I guess whatever Minfilia wants us to do. Actually, I have no idea what's coming, so did play a little bit off screen, but not in my archer class, and obviously not with the main quests. I did some rogue quests, and while I was doing that, I realized that I could switch around my hot bar, I guess it's called. But I think it's good, and I added limit break. Thank you to the people in the comments who were like, you should add this, because it won't tell you, so I did. But now we're going to be doing the main quest. I genuinely don't know what's next, so I'm back. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Ida and Papalimo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. That's true, I've done a lot very quickly for, a young adventurer. You've achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. What's my price? What do I have to pay? I'm very curious. We have guests, Willith. Or rather, you have guests. Me? Beg pardons. Who are you? You all look the same, but in different colors. Are these? Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. What is this? I think I know what I don't know. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. Who are you? I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. Oh, Grand Companies! Yes, yes! Wow! Okay, cool! I don't know much about them, but I know they're kind of important. As you can see, Willith, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's Bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. I see. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. How nice. I find myself wondering how word of Willith's deeds spread so quickly, that the immortal flames should know of her triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Eep! Oh, Tataru! It's okay. Your reputation precedes you, Mistress Leaf. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learn that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gardania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem, and that you will always be welcome among us. It does feel like home to me. Oh no, I skipped it! Dang it! I always do that! What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Mistress Leaf. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A woman of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ulda. It does... I like Ulda too. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa to the shores of glory. Oh, I don't want to choose. That's so difficult. That's how I feel. Shocked. What do I do? Lady Minfilia. Uh-huh. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. It would. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gardania, and the Immortal Flames of Ulda. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense, and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the grand companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Whew! Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I conceded that it is no small choice you face. That's true. Ah, a thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? That is a good idea. A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Okay, no thank you. Very well, let Willith hear our leader speak, then return her here yeah, you know what I meant to say. Thank you. We eagerly await your answer. I eagerly await these talks so I can make my decision. I'm inclined to pick Gardania, but I like everywhere so much. Oh, Tataru, what's wrong? I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a clan company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Willith, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one woman. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one woman amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. You are making it very plausible. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the day's end. True. The grand companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. True. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Well, why didn't you give me this earlier? That way we could always know what was going on. Eorzea is changing, Willith, and you have the power to help shape it anew. Wow, that's a lot of responsibility. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. That's a very thoughtful thing. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Ooh, I'm drinking coffee right now, and I don't normally drink it, so I'm feeling very hyper. I got my coffee with raspberry syrup in it. Oh my gosh. Game changer. I love it. The bitterness of the coffee with raspberry. Anyways, let's speak to Tataru and get back on track. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Willith. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly, and often, to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue. Literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place? Yes, I do. If all goes to plan, Gardania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Seedseer Kan-E Senna will deliver her address at Miketo's amphitheater. I was just there for Valentine's Day. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gardania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Rauban Alden will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored that there's to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Lominsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merlewib Blofizwin will be giving her address. I tried my best with the name, okay? I hope it was good enough. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Xanthale, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in your favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell! Thank you. I actually will go to Gardania first because that's where my home is. Sweet home. Look at all the people. It's so nice to see people here. Hello, you're blue. Why are you blue? You have a little corgi. It's so fun to see people online. I'm playing at a different time. I'm playing in the afternoon. So it's fun to see that there's like people online at this time of day as well. Wow, look at all these.
I lost my son to the calamity.
Oh, it's voiced.
The 3 Seedseers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
Wow. It's so much fun when it's voiced. Hello, I'm back.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelves Wood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago.
That's a long time.
Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian
Oh,
settlers
Hyur.
sowed the seeds of our civilization. And soon, they were joined by folk of all races.
It's nice to hear how they are supposed to pronounce it.
So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed
Who are you?
by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer.
I recognize your
The
voice. Who are
entwined
you?
serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
Sounds like...
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have
Who are
no
they?
love for war, we have still less
Love the
for
bangs
those who
covering
would
the
threaten
eyes.
our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire
Who are
brought its
you?
war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the approaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
I see.
5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice.
Aww.
Alas,
Ooh, the sky is pink.
their loss was not
It's my
the only
favorite.
tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds.
That's true.
To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease.
Every
and prey
time
upon
it
the
shows my
vulnerable.
character, I'm just staring at her.
So
I love my
beleaguered
glamour.
from
I'm just
within
happy.
and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times
Are they
upon
twins
us.
next to me? The little...
Time was
Are they
a man
kids
could
or
walk
just
the highways without
small?
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago,
On this
countless
day?
Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
Okay, no need to be rude about it. They're trying their best.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united.
Is that true?
Our
Like, I am
many
inclined to
troubles
believe her, but
blind
like,
us to the woes
is that
of
really
our
what's
fellow
happening?
man.
Maybe I
Thence
should pay
is
more
harmony
attention.
Lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered
It's
here to
Gridania?
honor the
Have I
fallen.
been saying my hometown wrong the whole time? I mean,
Let them
Gridania
be
just
honored
rolls off the
not
tongue better.
only
I don't
in
know.
word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children.
Would be done. It's up to us.
We
to
must
protect
think of the
farm.
children. Oh gosh. We must think of the children. I love it. That was great. Now slay. What a turn. Now who are these people? Who are these children you have working for you? They all just look so young. Are these little kids gonna talk to me? Do they know something I don't? Probably. I don't know a lot, so. Why are they walking that way? What's going on?
If you'll permit me, Alfie no.
Okay.
And my sister, Alize, at your service.
Oh, nice to meet you.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Okay. Oh, no more voices. Okay. Let me. Oh no! He's speaking. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of naturally warlike disposition, and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they considered open conflict a last resort. I agree with that. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelves Wood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the powerful of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. Yeah? How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Hopefully good. Well, perhaps we will find out, if the Elder Seatsier's words fell on fertile ground. You're interesting people. I hope to see you at the next one and you'll tell me more about all of them. I think it's been a while since I've been to Ulda. Not a lot of main quests going on here that would drive me back to Ulda, but it's nice to be back. Hello. Let's see. I don't know if I've ever met any of these people.
And Roban as well.
I like her hair color, and her dress is fun.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
Very epic.
Hurrah! Rauban!
Hurrah!
Since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have brought sand into gold.
I don't know if that's
Where by
possible.
the grace and glory of Naldal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah.
There they are. They came with me.
There. At the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we.
I see.
Thus
So you have lots of money,
was the 7th
and you do a lot of war.
Imperial
I'll
laid
make note of that.
low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Is that not how it
Yet
happened?
Many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do
What
you
a
see?
exciting
A
gesture.
people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous?
Good question.
I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save?
I don't know.
You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death.
Okay, so what should we do?
Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice.
Why
Yet
isn't
we
she
do
talking?
not
Isn't she the one in
act.
charge for real?
Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided
The shadows are
Ul'dah
really messing up in my
stands
game.
to fall.
Maybe I need to turn them higher or lower.
Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth.
Inspiring.
In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people. Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Raubon?
Raubon. Oh my gosh. That's kind of epic.
Of Ul'dah, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
To the Sultana!
For victory.
Glory to the Sultana! Oh my gosh.
For we are by fire reborn.
Okay, that was very epic of you.
Sooth.
The time is now!
Forsooth.
Meeting you again.
Hello. The Uldens have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Oh, I just killed that guy. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. I did more than that. The Oldens do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. I just realized I said I haven't been in Ulda, but I have been. I just haven't been in the main part of Ulda, so I didn't think I was in Ulda, but I take that back. Yet he is but one of several problems. I didn't get a chance to read that because I was talking. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ulda has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. That's true, but which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Oldens send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. True. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. It's hard to decide! I have one more to go to.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
There she is, lady. Hi! Oh, you're so slay. Every time I see you, you look so cool.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Who is that guy?
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The Crimson Field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the Black Longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire
I do
marched
want to
upon
be a
Eorzea,
pirate.
we
That
assembled
could convince
beneath
me
the
to join
Maelstrom
them.
Standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom.
What's that supposed to
Much
mean?
as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them
You have
apart.
something bad to say about everybody, Alphino. Or Nod.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed
Who are the
gods.
Sahagin? Have I met them before?
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among
This girl's
us
hair right
who
here,
would rather turn
so
their
cute.
swords against
I love
their
it.
crewmates
She looks
than
epic.
our cannons against our
Is that Harry Potter?
foes. How can
It
we
looks
hope
like
to
it.
repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest.
I just can't stop looking at the teeth. I don't know what it is about them, but when they talk, I just have to look at them. They look a little strange.
At all.
That's okay,
'Tis
though.
but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying
She's really
crimson
convincing me. I don't know, maybe it's because I always wanted to be a pirate, because I loved, I wanted to be in Pirates of the Caribbean when I was a kid. Maybe it's because she's so epic, I want to be epic like her. I don't know, but she's really convincing me.
Till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
I don't even know what that second guy said. Slay. Where's me cutlass?
To the seven hells, Admiral!
These like random one-liners. Well, anything else to say?
Fancy meeting you again.
As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by 2 beast tribes. Jeez, I keep clicking! The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal titans for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Lominsians' backyard. And that is to say naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Lominsians are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. True. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. Look at that window. Is that a window? It's beautiful. I don't understand. Like, you complain about the tribe, you talk about what's wrong with, not tribe, but company, and then you give me things that are like, oh, but they would really need you. Oh no, oh no, they're talking. Oh. I want to see what she said. Oh, I can't. How do I see? Wait, I want to see what you said. Event. Oh, here it is. Oh, I can't believe I missed it. I took too long. Willett, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope? Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. I can do that. I was sidetracked. I thought I had plenty of time. I didn't know it was... I can never tell when it's the spinny circle, which means it's going to automatically send you to the next character slide or like slide of text. So, slay. Now I have to pick. I don't know. I mean, they said it was not a huge deal, that you're welcome to change, so I think I'm going to go with my gut now, but if you guys want to leave a comment and be like, hey, maybe you should try out this one, or maybe this one will be more beneficial to you because of your job, or, things like that, you're so welcome to do that. I value your input. Yeah. I also have a Discord, which you can join if you just spend like $1 on Buy Me a Coffee. I think there's no cap. I think as soon as you spend like any amount of money, I hope it's set that way because that's how I want it to be set. But there's no cap or anything. So if you join there, you can join the Discord and you can give me more direct messages. I'll answer them faster there if you want to be like, hey, do this. Or if you've already sent me buy me a coffee stuff, thank you so much, first of all. I really appreciate that. You have no idea. But you're welcome to join that Discord. It's on the Buy Me a Coffee website, so if you didn't know you had access to it, you do. Anyways, I guess I have to pick now. Welcome back, Willith. Were the Grand Company's leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Willith. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. I think I know. I think I'm gonna do what I wanted to do. Aha. Do they have butlers, or like, who are these kids?
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will keep.
Are we friends?
The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Mm-hmm. Well, things are always changing.
Are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies.
True.
As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
They did kind of not mention a lot.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies.
It's true. I mean, what else can you really do? Are they wearing
Since
clocks?
you're so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None.
True.
I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate
Well, they
worse
did,
than
didn't
the
they?
Calamity?
They did forget who they
No,
are.
dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them.
Is that true?
Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
It's fun to watch
with
the
a
people
little
just
help from our
interact.
friends, the
That's
Grand
kinda cute.
Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
I mean, it's important to remember, but it is also important to move on.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
Who's your grandfather? They must be rich.
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You go ahead, girly.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
Interesting.
I should hope so.
That sounded threatening.
My lady!
We are to
What is that
escort
weapon
you.
she has on her back? Or is it a weapon?
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Okay, now what? Okay. I'm going to pick Storm. I know Gardania's like my hometown, and I'm normally very attached to that, but I really like the pirate motif, and I really enjoy Limsa. So that's what I'm gonna pick. I hope that doesn't upset you. I can always change it, you know, if everyone's like, you actually needed to do the other one because you're, you're an archer, which if that's the case, I'll totally change, but I pick Storm. Also, with my green hair, I'm gonna look really good in red. I mean, I look good in yellow too, but here we go. This is my choice. I'm committing. I believe in myself to make decisions. How was the Admiral's speech? But you need not explain. That you stand before me now is answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not? Yes. That's the spirit, lass. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now that the choice is made, it is time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to the Limsa and seek out our Grand Company's headquarters. I will. And I got red dye. Maelstrom Command is located on the upper decks. I will send word to our personal officer to expect you. The duties of a Maelstrom soldier can be both arduous and challenging, but I promise you, you will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearing sure. Oh my gosh! Your kitty is so cute! Oh my gosh! Coffee biscuits! That is so adorable! I love it. I have my little bunny with me right now. Or dwarf rabbit. Here we are at Maelstrom Command. Hunt board. Interesting. Hail, adventurer. What business have you at Maelstrom Command? My name is Willith Leaf. I believe you're expecting me? I think. I'm pretty sure someone told you. Willith Leaf. I, our recruitment officer, sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir! What's going on? Hello? What is it, Private? And this had better be important. Sir, we've received a report from a lookout in Lower Lenosia, sir. Imperial forces have fired upon a Highwind Skyways airship. The vessel is in a bad way, sir, and appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? We have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. Leaf, this is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in service to Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. If our man in Lower Lenosia is correct, the airship will come down in territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. I can do that. I think this is going to be a longer episode. There's just so much I want to do before I quit because while I watched all them do things, I haven't done anything. I need to do something before this episode ends. I just listen to people talk. Which I don't know how long that took me, but, you know. But, yeah. I just so enjoy this game. I'm just like, I want to play it all the time, but like, I also want to record it, and then I have to edit it, and so I spend a lot of time just like thinking about playing this game. Your airship! Don't worry, I'll help you, or I'll try. Oh, he's hiding? Who's good? The blue guy? I'm gonna say yes. Uh-oh. My bad, G. Oh no, it's a dodo. You saved us, Dodo. Thank you. An adventurer? What are you doing out here? No, wait. Let's find some cover first. Run! The only one left? How many people are needed to function an airship? And why are we out of breath? We didn't run that far. I like your hair. Maelstrom Command sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. That's true, but I'm really just a friend. Who are they? Be at ease, sir. We are of the Maelstrom. You're a Garland Ironworks engineer, yes? One of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft. We're here to rescue you. You must be Leaf. Good work on reaching our friend here before the Imperials. Now everyone's calling me by my last name. That's wild. I'm not used to it. Let's do it, guys. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? Treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. Hey! That's rude. Uh-oh, there's someone hiding. We're taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Oh no, we need to save them. Scouting party from Castrum Occidens, I'd say. Seems they want our ship, engineer. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. Tiny Bronco? The tiny Bronco? Isn't that the new design people have been whispering about? It's the first airship we built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland. Well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. And she was soaring. She really was. Till those guys blasted her out of the sky. Alright, pay attention. We're going to hit these Imperials hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from Eorzea, they can have a knife in the gut. But they're not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lalafell. We can do it. What do you say, Leaf? Ready to give those curs a hiding? Mm-hmm. Like a tidal wave, lads. Charge. Ooh. Yeah, cheers on from back there, buddy. We got it. An ambush. Yes. Not really an ambush. There's only 4 of us, but we look so epic. We did it. Is that everybody? Woohoo! He's alive. He looks kind of like a turnip. Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too close. So how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us amp-roaring. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch until the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. Leaf, you're free to return to Maelstrom Command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we'd all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform command of the part you played today. Thank you. I just wanted to say sorry, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously, though, if I hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. You're welcome. No big deal. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. Welcome back, Leaf. I just heard the report. You needn't be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit I had my doubts at first, but it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what else you're capable of, after you're properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction... More red paint! Love it! Let us start afresh, shall we? Okay. Ooh, even more official this time. Hello? You are welcome here, Willith Leaf. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you exactly what it is that you will be joining. Okay. A Grand Company is more than simply a collection of soldiers. It is an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against a nation's deadliest enemies. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by the Primals and the Garlean Empire, and solving the many problems caused by the Calamity. I see. Every man and woman who serves under our colors has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is Limsa Lominsa afloat, and on whatever heading Chief Admiral Merowib Blofiswin sees fit to set. As part of this grand vessel's crew, you'll be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favorable, lass, and strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I've lost you with talk of ship and oar, let me put it another way. A Maelstrom soldier labors till her last breath, fights till her last drop of blood. We give our all in service to this nation, and no less is expected of you. I see. Leaf, it is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their own choosing upon entering the Maelstrom's ranks. Is there aught you'd like to say? What skills I have are yours, till sea swallows all. You're welcome to have whatever skills you think I have. Ah yes, the many and varied skills of the adventurer. I've no doubt that your travels have furnished you with such knowledge as will prove invaluable to our cause. Well, I know how to cook now, so that might be helpful. Willith Leaf, I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, Private. May you serve Limsa Lominsa well, till sea swallows all. Look, I can say Limsa Lominsa now, so, this is the perfect place for me. Ooh, look at me! Got a little salute. Oh, thank you, everyone. Oh, hello. Can you hear me, Willith? This is Menphilia. An officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Leaf. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a woman of the storm, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends with whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. No rest for the wicked, eh? No, apparently not. Before you make yourself scarce, I recommend having a word with Commander Riki. Might be worth your while. Okay. Who's Riki? My little chocobo? No way. To proceed to the end main scenario for a Realm Reborn. Do I get, is this really it? Am I really here? Am I really about to get a chocobo? Okay, well, I just got Grand Company. So let me read this, and then if I'm getting a chocobo, oh my gosh. We're doing this. A pup no longer, and my little chocobo. Okay, let's do the pup no longer first. This is my training. Ah, Private Leaf, just the woman I was hoping to see. Your exploits of late have been the talk of Limsa. Don't let this puff your sails up too much, but I've heard some of the higher ups saying that the Maelstrom would be lost at sea without you. But I suspect you're not the type to rest on your laurels. Nay, the tempest raging in your eyes tells me you're looking for new waters to navigate. Fortunately, we have just the place for people like you. Have you perchance heard of the Wolves, then? It's a proving ground of sorts established by the Eorzean Alliance, a place where the most promising of Grand Company recruits are sent to hone their skills. The Wolves' Den is to be found just off the shores of Lanosia. The ferry at the Moorbury dry docks in Lower Lanosia will grant you passage there. Upon your arrival, seek out Storm Captain Berkoia Lotalson. I've let him know that you'll be coming, so you can count on a warm welcome. Okay, I'll do that next episode. A chocobo whistle. Please, please, I'm so excited! Well, if it isn't Private Leaf, I must say the tales of your deeds have been an inspiration to the troops. Our duties take us far and wide, and I'll wager you've slogged across quite a few qualms of countryside on not but your own 2 feet. Such a sterling soldier of the Maelstrom deserves her own steed. Let us see about having one issued for you. Yay! All you need to do is obtain a Storm Chocobo issuance by exchanging company seals with the quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to Fargheim, and she will see you saddled up on one of our trusty birds. Okay, I think I have enough seals. Right? And I completely forgot what she said as soon as she said it. Storm Chocobo issuance. I need 200. And I have 120. I didn't plan on doing this. I really thought it was just going to give it to me. But I'm going to go do the next guild quest. Or whatever. The next Maelstrom quest. Because I want to... How do I get there? Okay, I'm going to the docks. Oh goodness, it's PvP. Oh. So that's what this is. I'm not going to be good at that. But I suppose I'll check it out at least. PvP, wow. I didn't think I'd get there so soon, but I guess I'm almost level 40. I need to get it in my head that I'm a beginner, but I'm not a super beginner, you know? Do you think I should change into my pirate outfit for this? You know, because I'm kind of a Maelstrom person now. What do we think? Oh, PvP changes it. Look at this. Oh, you can see my levels. Well, that's silly. I'm level 14 rogue, 38 archer, 8 conjurer, 12 gladiator, 9 marauder, 3 pugilist, 1 thaumaturge, 1 arcanist. I have not a machinist and a dancer. Oh my gosh, dancer sounds so much fun. Oh, when do you unlock the rest of these? They sound so cool. Oh, I'm getting sidetracked. I wanted to look at my gear. Here's my pirate outfit. What do we think? Maybe for maybe this will be my PvP outfit. Let's go. Oh, where do I go? I don't recall seeing your ugly mug around here before. You say that Riki sent you? She said she was sending a new wolf to the den. Bah, more like the run of the litter if you ask me. You barely have fangs for the honing, but I guess I'm feeling generous, so I'll throw you a bone. Start yourself off with Crystalline Conflict. Them training bouts are made for adventurous types who can't tell sound strategy from a horse's butt. I still reckon it won't be sundown before you run home with your tail between your legs crying for your mum, but we can have a word with Lieutenant Gunji Zalungi if you insist on giving it a go. You'll find him outside, assuming you can work up the nerve. And stand up straight, maggot. This ain't no place for the weakest spine. Dismissed. I didn't even do anything. Oh, I get so much storm steals for that. Just talking to him. Well, I don't think I'm going to do that this episode because I've already done so much, and now I have enough for the chocobo thing, which is what I really wanted. But now that I've connected to the Aetheryte, didn't I? Did I connect to the other way? Okay, I did. I can definitely come back here, and I totally will be. I think we should do like a total episode of PvP and come back and do that. But for now, I'm gonna go back. Please, 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 please. You know that audio that's like, can I give you my best pickup line? Please, 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 please. Give me a chocobo, please. Here, have it. Please. Oh, I should have changed out of my PvP, but it's okay. I'm sure I'll be back to do PvP very soon. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. Oh my gosh. There it is. And it's red for the company. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Hi. Now then, to make it official, you'll want to give your noble steed a name. Oh, I'm so happy to meet you. Oh, so cute. I hope they accepted. Hello, fish. Do you like the name or no? I think I did it. Yes? I dare say he likes his name. Here is your very own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested layers. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your chocobo rider's license, as is required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. A chocobo! Woohoo! Awesome. So I can now summon my chocobo using the whistle. That's so exciting! I can't believe I joined a grand company and got a chocobo in this episode. It was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Next episode might be PvP or we'll keep doing a main quest. I think we might do PvP, but I have no idea. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm totally down to do too. So if you think I should do some PvP, let's go for it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you next time. I know it was kind of all over the place. Maybe it's all that coffee I drank. Anyways, goodbye.